All right, folks, Rodrigo Fernandez here from Method CRM, and I am with Ben Prusky, who is the CEO and founder of Freedom Merchants. How you doing, Ben?
I'm great. I'm great.
Excellent. Excellent. So tell me, Freedom Merchant, what's Freedom Merchant all about?
So we help businesses get paid by credit card and check. In the Canadian market, it's only credit card right now, but does allow for Interact debit. And we make these checkout pages that can be included with invoices that go out from QuickBooks or any other package. And it launches a checkout page that's brand friendly, mobile friendly. It's got the invoice number, the amount, and we allow for other bells and whistles, customization that companies need that they can't maybe get otherwise.
Like what?
So things like, if they want like a drop down of price plans and stuff like that on the checkout page itself. This wouldn't be for invoices as much as a customized checkout page. Credit card surcharging, so the ability to charge certain customers, 1, 2, 3% on top of the amount. Product and location mapping, and setting up recurring billing on the fly, automatically, on the first payment, things like that. So there's a whole suite of bells and whistles. And the other thing that's nice about our solution, particularly for the Canadian market as well, is we allow for taking U.S. dollar payments from U.S.-based customers, depositing them into U.S. dollar-denominated bank accounts at Canadian banks. This is a very important thing because a lot of Canadian businesses have a lot of their customers in the U.S. So by having this capability, it saves them 1% of the top-line revenue because every merchant account, as you may know or as others may know, charges 1% for a cross-border fee. And so that disappears, and it's a real compelling thing for Canadian-based businesses. For U.S.-based businesses as well, and all over North America, I mean, this customization of the checkout page saves them thousands of dollars on dealing with a web developer. Even solutions like Stripe and PayPal and Square, which are all great sort of basic solutions, we save them the need to have to hire a web development shop to spend weeks trying to code something that's not even sort of what they exactly want. And oh, by the way, it doesn't perfectly match with the QuickBooks integration and other CRM tools and stuff, Method and otherwise. So it's a real elegant solution. The rates themselves, everyone asks us because we're a credit card processing company. What are your rates? We, for the Canadian marketplace, we charge interchange plus pricing, which, as serious business owners know, is the rate plan that's normally allowed to just Walmarts and McDonald's of the world and the big merchants. So it's variable based on the card types coming through. We can't say definitively like this is your rate. What we can say definitively is it's typically a lot less expensive than all fixed rate price plans.
How fast is the onboarding? Yeah, exactly.
Oh, the onboarding? Onboarding for us in the Canadian market it takes a little bit longer than the U.S. In the U.S., it takes us about a day to onboard a merchant from beginning to end. In Canada, depending upon their average transaction sizes, their max transaction sizes, it can take anywhere from a day and a half on the very fast end up to a week. So if we've got the full cooperation of the merchant getting us the documentation that we need, because again, any merchant account is basically like a business line of credit, for the principal owner.
So what customers are your sweet points? So what industry customers? What's the average revenue that you're looking for a customer that'll be an ideal customer for you guys? So
our average client that's using our processing system is doing about $50,000 a month in credit card processing. And that can vary widely. We have a minimum for Canada. Basically, if they're doing under $3,000 a month in credit card processing, their more cost-effective solution is to use a PayPal, a Stripe, or a Square that doesn't charge a fixed fee. Above that, then our variable rate differential makes it worthwhile. So in Canada, $3,000 a minimum. There's no setup cost in Canada. There's no cancellation fees for Canada or the U.S. with us, which is a huge benefit. I think that answers your question.
Amazing. Now we are on QuickBooks Connect, and this is day one of the accountants track. Tell me a little bit about how you work with accountants and bookkeepers.
Great question. Accountants and bookkeepers are our channel partners. I mean, they are our combination of customers, combination of sales team, combination of referral partners, combination of resources, because we get a lot of our best ideas from our bookkeeping community. So they're very important to us. They get early notification of new product releases, new features that we've added. The bookkeeping community, especially that's part of the QuickBooks Pro Advisor community. But I should point out that we also work with some other accounting packages like Xero and FreshBooks and some of the others, and pretty much anyone where we can embed a link. But the accounting community is great for us, and we like to think we're a great resource for them, because the reality is a lot of their clients are using systems, payment processors, whether it's Intuit Merchant Services or Square or PayPal or Stripe, that their underwriting departments will shut them down randomly and for no reason. It could be as simple as they ran a $20,000 transaction when they were typically running $500 transactions. A merchant can get cut off for that reason. So for our accounting partners, we're a resource for them. Say, hey, Ben, Freedom Merchants, can you guys step in and help us to get back to processing exactly how we were before with Intuit Merchant Services or the others. I should point out a couple other things. Funding time-wise, it's unrelated to the question you asked, but it's important for the audience to know. It takes about 2 days for funds to deposit, and in check services, our average is 3 days, so it's a little bit faster than most of the other companies in the market. And this underwriting portability, the ability to, where we can come in to kind of save the day, is very important for a lot of situations. So we aren't beholden to one particular underwriter the way a Stripe or PayPal, a Square, even Intuit Merchant Services is. We can, if there's an issue with one underwriter, we can bring in another underwriter, and enabling the same tools that we've got, some of which are on this screen. But yeah.
Amazing. So any small business partners, friends, or even Pro Advisor colleagues, if they need to get a hold of Freedom Merchants, where do they go?
Just go to freedommerchants.com. That's the best place to find us. If they're Intuit savvy and they use the App Store a lot, they can go to apps.intuit.com and click under the payment processing category, where we're featured. We're at the top because we've been the #1 payment processor for 2 years in a row.
All right. Well, I'm fortunate to speak to the #1 merchant processor for 2 years in a row. Definitely a big day. And we'll have a lot more coming your way from downtown Toronto, my city, from my city to yours. And we'll see you in a bit. Ciao.